Well, wowzers.
How are we feeling?
Episode 53, guys. Wow. I mean, this has been a marathon. We've never done this before.
We've never ran a marathon either, but it feels like a marathon.
This is like the president's test in elementary school when they make you walk around the PE field like 6 times.
Yeah.
And you can walk or run or whatever, but they're like, you got to do it one way or another. And I used to like dread it for the whole year. Like, I know I'm going to have to run. They're going to make me touch my toes. They're going to do all this stuff. I mean, this is kind of like that because we literally, guys, we're doing a double header right now. We just recorded episode 52.
We got rained out.
Had a little bit of a cigarette, and now we're back here doing episode 53 for a holy host of reasons, which we'll tell you about just in a minute in case you didn't listen to episode 52. It's kind of like a to be continued.
Yeah.
Kind of like a
two-parter. Let's see if our voices will hold up.
Yeah, and Dad's not here with us, but we'll be talking to him anyway, guys. Ryan, it's episode 53. Only one way to do it. Let's get to it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. We can get drunk. We can do whatever the hell we want because we're putting in the work right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah. And we're going to go to Angelo's after this.
Yeah.
But guys, this is episode 53 of They Call Us the Breeds. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from Tiger Kennel A. That's right. If you're looking back behind us, you will notice we are not in the tiger cage per usual. And same for last episode because we had to double up episodes to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan is going out of town next week, and he's going on a golf trip, which we'll hear about on episode 54. I'm really excited to hear how much beers you drank. Chart. I want to know everything.
I will take tally of. I will
every drink you have.
I will write in my urinal. In my
urinal. Is that soft J?
Yeah, it says a soft J. I will write in my urinal about everything that happens throughout the day.
Well, hopefully you keep everything in the urinal.
Yeah,
that whole trip.
Yes.
But yes, please let us know. Like, I want to know every drink you have just for that weekend. He's going out with his annual boys for the Orlando golf trip, and
it's the 4th year. Yeah. I don't know where we're going to go.
Running. Yeah,
the 5th is going to be a.
That's why we're doubling up. But we didn't anticipate. Dad got COVID. Yeah. Yes. We didn't anticipate that happening for the double up episode. So Ryan and I are basically just out here fending for ourselves. But we did call Dad for celebrity birthdays, of course, and we're going to call him again here on episode 53 for more celebrity birthdays. He beat Ryan 3-2 last round, which put him at 139, and Ryan is at 142. So Dad is only 3 points behind. We're going to get him on the horn in segment 2 for celebrity birthdays. But this is episode 53, you guys. And if you didn't hear it, make sure you go back to last episode, and also make sure you go back to the beginning of it all in episode 51, our anniversary episode.
Where it all
started. Crosley has this karaoke bracket, he's calling it. It's from Honeymooners. Every Thursday night they do karaoke and they do trivia. Tonight they're doing a doubleheader of karaoke because of us, and we appreciate them and all the patronage they give our show. But they're doing a double karaoke bracket today for us instead of doing the trivia, which they normally do. And Crosley's down there hanging out at Honeymooners, and so we're going to be calling him a couple times for round. This will be night 3, which is it's the first bracket we had was Wally Burns, chemical engineer, versus Pelvis Grizzly. Wally won that match. We still have to talk to Crosley about who won last episode's match because it was too close to call right there on the scene because Loretti did his own. He did "Ironic" by Alanis Morissette, which I fucking love that song, and he killed it.
Knocked it out of the park.
But then Crosley himself comes up and he does "Forgot About Dre."
Yeah.
And for the Eminem part, he invited Loretti back up on stage to sing the Eminem part, which I thought was an astounding move, and they killed it. I did not know they could rap like that.
They not only hit it out of the park,
and they weren't perfect, but I mean, yeah. So wow. So I think with that in mind, just how well they both did on the one, but Loretti did on Ironic, I'm willing to bet Crosley tells us that Loretti ended up being
just
the winner,
kind of as the dude that he is, because Crosley is kind of forthright and upstanding citizen. He'll probably just wave the flag.
He's not going to
Loretti
it. Yeah.
did a very good job.
I think. Yeah. So we'll hear more news on that in a little bit later, guys. But it's episode 53 of They Call Us the Breeze. Like I said, Dad is still not with us, but we still have some show tonight. We're going to get a celebrity birthdays called Dad. Like I said, we got the karaoke bracket. we intended for Dad to be here on this bit, but Ryan and I are going to go into 3 film characters, whether it's movies or TV, doesn't matter. It could be cartoons. I don't care, Ryan. Whatever you want. But 3 film characters that you wish you could be, or you think you're kind of like, or, just your that you identify with, or that you wish you could be. And, that's going to be fun because I've never asked you that question, at any bar. And this all started at a bar today, by the way.
And it'll end up at a bar.
That's right. And it'll end up at a bar. So, and we're going to have a good time, But speaking of bars and speaking of drinking, I fucked up pretty hard the other night.
How?
And I feel really terrible, and I haven't been back there since because I'm just embarrassed. And I know this is silly because I did the right thing, and I apologized, and I told the person right away. But still, I wish there was something more I could have done.
Listener, when he told me this story, I wish instantly went to a scene in a movie, and you guys will venture with me on this one. Go ahead and tell the story.
I was gonna try to pull that clip for this segment, but I was like, nah, you know what? We can just quote it. But the best quote we can come up with to summarize this is when you're watching Superbad and McLovin pulls those beers out of he pulls like a ring of 4 beers out of the fridge, and the beer drops and it cracks on the fucking tile, and it starts the sprinkler spray. And he's just kicking it around, all scared. Dude. Well, first off, in Superbad, the kid's underage, so he's already nervous, trying to get away with his fake ID and his dad's vest to try to make him look older, and he's buying the beer. So already he's pissed nervous, but then this catastrophe happens, and this dude walks up, and he's just like, "Sir, did you do this?" And he's like, "No, and I recommend that whoever needs to clean this up, go ahead and clean this up right now." And the dude's just, what does he say?
Fuck my life.
Fuck my life. So we thought about pulling that quote, but this is kind of what happened to me. So I went into a store that I go to pretty much every other day, if not every day. Cheap 18 packs, good cigarettes, not stale, not go in there, and I pull the 18 pack of Bush, where I always pull it from. Somehow, I have no fucking clue how, the next row over is stacked 18 packs of Natty Light. 2 of them fall out from literally about chest height and hit the fucking tile floor. So I have 2. I hear the boom. I'm already on my way out the door. I'm already I was in a rush. I grabbed it and didn't even look behind me as I pulled it away, and I started walking back towards the door, and that's where this accident happened. And I hear a crash. I turn around. There are 2 18 packs of Natty Light in the beer cooler. Those walk-in beer coolers.
Yeah.
I always said, if I'm going to get locked anywhere, just make sure I have a few layers of clothing. Lock me in that beer cooler for a few hours, and I'm just going to go nuts.
I'll take some inventory. Give me the clipboard.
Yeah. We'll just have a good time. But yeah, so I'm in here, and these 2 things hit the ground, and both of them start spraying. And one of them, the beers are kind of starting to slide out of a hole that's been created. And I'm like trying to group it all together. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I still have my other one in my hand. I'm like, fuck. So I just immediately run to the register, and I was like, hi, yes, full disclosure, I'm really sorry. It was an accident, but I just knocked over a couple 18 packs, I think, on accident. I have no idea how it happened. They're in there, and she's just like, all right, thanks for telling me. And then I just bolted the hell out of that store. But yeah, that was my party foul of the week.
I don't think I've ever had any. No,
I was so embarrassed.
I don't think I've ever
but
had
I did the right thing. I told her.
You did. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have.
It was so nerve-wracking.
But you know what? You're like, you cost of goods sold, inflation. You gotta let them.
Well, it's my Catholic guilt, is what it is.
You're like, because if I come back in there and they're like, this motherfucker came in. Never told us anything.
But like I said, back to the fucking clip. Sir, did you do this? No. And you should probably get someone to clean this up because
you're the only one back there. Yeah, they're gonna be like, no, you clearly you're wet.
And they know
you're
me there.
Wet, sir.
They know I go into the beer cage to get that same that 18 pack is not available on the outside coolers.
Dude, if you wouldn't have told him, they were like, did you guys see the guy? And they were like, nope, but I can probably tell you exactly who it is, man. It's that dude that comes.
Yeah, the albino kid with the blonde eyebrows goes by Chesley.
Chesley Rogers.
Chesley Rogers, I think is his name. Yeah. So that was, I felt bad, but I had to clear my chest on that one, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. They call us the Breeze.
You just went to confession, brother.
I did. And like I said, it's
how do you feel?
It's that dumbass Catholic guilt.
You got to say maybe for that, Remy, I would say
5 Hail Marys, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't even remember them, but
how many beers how many beers did you spill?
Well, I mean, I could guarantee probably about 4 cracked and busted open.
Okay, so 4.
So 4 Hail Mary. All right. Yeah. Well, so before we go on break, like I said, we have that karaoke bracket coming up tonight by Crosley, but Crosley's also informed us that we are going to be doing our first ever live show outside of the Tiger Cage or Tiger Kennel A or Tiger Kennel B or C for that matter. C, by the way, is where you find Is This Football? Every Tuesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And guys, make sure you're going out to our Facebook page. They call us The Breeze and liking that. And Is This Football? And liking that. But most importantly, just go to YouTube, subscribe to Tiger Cage Media, and then you get all the updates from both the shows. So make sure you're doing that.
Just do it.
But yeah, so you never know what you're going to get with us. I don't know where I was going with that. I forgot.
We're plugging.
So our first ever live show, apparently. Crosley has booked us to go live for the finals.
Yeah.
The final round of this karaoke challenge. We're actually going to be doing this show live from Honeymooners Bar and Grill. I don't know. We might show up early and just play some trivia. I mean, me and Ryan, I think, will be pretty beastly.
There's a sweet course up there I'm going to play. We're going to go over it, I think.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I cannot freaking wait, man, to see what it is. Just like
that would be pretty cool. I mean, a good road trip is in order, and you know, I mean, it would be fun. We'd like to hang out with Dad. We don't get to hang out with Dad at the bar very often. Yeah, it would be nice to set up some microphones and go to the bar and maybe meet the local barmaid and maybe a couple other locals.
Well, I think Crosley.
A lot of our fans apparently hang out there.
Yeah, and Crosley said that like you guys, if you guys come up, we're going to be totally taken care of. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
completely
that.
On the arm.
I hope to hear that.
I hope. I heard they got good ass chicken flingers. He was talking about how the wife gets the chicken flingers and the curly fries, and then he gets that wacky burger, I think is what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can only imagine what that's about. So hopefully there's like a full spread at least if we go up there. Hopefully Dad's got his sense of taste back by then. And, I mean, this is going to go for a little bit, I believe. He said, so this is the third night of it, and then there will be a fourth night. There's 2 other contestants they're still trying to figure out the qualifiers, but there's one more round of that. And then the bracket goes on to round 2, and where, obviously, probably at this point, Wally's going to be going against Loretti.
Oh, that's going to be a showdown.
Well, I don't know where they're from, so I guess there might be a way that they I have no idea how the bracket breaks up, but I would assume probably those 2 first, and then the winners of tonight, right, against the winners of next week. I would think that would be.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have to do a special kind of offshoot kind of presentation of the bracket, like Sports Center. I think we should absolutely go into detail about why and who voted, and we need to Sports Center this thing out. I think it needs to be something.
I think what we need to do is we just need to get Crosley on the line one of these days when we're alone and just ask him what exactly is the bracket here, so we can maybe draw up like a graphic for Facebook,
right.
Just put that up. So that's a good plan. But until then, guys, they call us The Breeze, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We got to try to call Dad, see if he's still alive from the COVID, and get him ready for celebrity birthdays. And, God, the rest of the whole show, that's just going to be awesome. Yeah. So, Ryan, what do you say, man?
I cannot wait.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, hey guys, welcome back to They Call Us The Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from Tiger Kennel A. Episode 53 out here. We just did 52. We're double bubbling tonight. We're just double headering it, Dad's got COVID. He's not here, but he's actually on the line waiting in the wings. We just want to thank you guys listening out there. Make sure you're going to YouTube and liking and subscribing, of course, to Tiger Cage Media and getting all the updates there. And wow, just having some fun out here.
We're having a blast. I'm having a blast.
I was in love with last episode's karaoke stuff. I can't wait to see what goes on tonight.
Me too.
Yeah, for sure. But like we were saying, you just hit 142. Dad got up 3 points, which makes him 139, which means he's, instead of 4 points behind, he's actually only 3 points behind you at this point. And a lot of points.
You have a chance. I mean,
Dad has a lot of chance. Dad, are you on the line there, bud?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Actually, I don't feel too bad at all. I did go up to the Mom went up the store to get me a 18-pack of Natural Light, and like 2 of them were busted.
Well, yeah, you got to make sure you're heavily medicated. Oh, yes. Good job there. Stay hydrated.
But there were some busted cans in there. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to.
I was like, "What the hell's up with that?"
Yeah, you want to stay hydrated first and foremost out there. Make sure you're keeping your liquids about you, whether it's water, whether it's Busch Light, whether it's PBR, whether it's Ice House, doesn't matter. Just most of those domestic beers are mainly water anyway, so just get your water in any way you can.
Get your Brondo
hunker down. You want to hunker down. Take up a hobby. I went over there real quick in a quarantine type way. Don't get all alarmed out there in listener land. Okay, calm your tits. I went over there in a quick fashion last night, grabbed the little keyboard we need for the show, and Dad he was sitting there, God bless him, he's working on a model airplane when I rolled up. Now I don't know if that was staged, because he knew I was coming over any minute. He might have rushed and he put his little cheaters on. He got his little desk lamp going on. The rest, the dome light was not even on. He was just in the tiger cage in the dark.
Tells me that was real.
He looked like Ebenezer Scrooge cooking his books late night. Like there was no light on. It was just the little desk lamp, and he was just there sitting there fucking with an airplane model. No, this is 100%. I'm not even lying. Dad, am I lying?
And were you doing this as a joke, or were you actually putting together the model?
I'm building an F-18.
He's in there. He's full retirement now.
Blue Angel model.
Yeah. He's full retirement now, ladies and gentlemen.
Finally, get some hobbies going on there, bud. All right, well, it's celebrity birthdays.
The hobby I should be doing is like piano or banjo, right?
Ooh, can we request? Look, if Dad is making things out of models, real quick, I request. Can you make me like a bug, like a van, like a VW van?
He could probably do that.
That's my request.
They have one. Yeah, if they sell them, I'll build you one.
No, I'll tell you right now. As far as Dad's concerned, I personally witnessed him build 3 very beautiful models, and that's me, yourself, and Adam there.
The F1, the F2.
He had a part in that.
There's only one that hits Mach 10 though.
He definitely had a hand in building those models, and those models came out pristine, if I do say so myself. So good job there, man. So what do you say, man? You ready to do some happy birthdays? You're only 3 points behind.
I'm ready to tie this thing up, man.
All right, yeah, he's bored as shit.
Take a lead.
He's getting he's in the COVID quarantine. Let's go.
Happy birthday! Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
There is no birthday barbecue here.
All right, that's right, guys. It's time for celebrity birthdays. A whole new round of celebrity birthdays. Matter of fact, we just have to kind of skip through last episodes because it's literally still in the queue. That's how quick and fresh and turnaround
these episodes are for you, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, so we have some happy birthdays tonight. The first one's going to go to Dad. He might not know this kid very, very well, but he was in. Oh gosh, he was definitely in the Pearl Harbor movie with Ben Affleck. He played his younger brother or younger friend, Josh Hartnett. What else was he was in that high school movie where there was aliens and they were doing that kind of drug, that like pixie dust drug. Adam was a big fan of the movie.
Yeah,
was
it
disturbing?
Faculty.
The Faculty, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, not Disturbing Behavior,
I
The
know
Faculty.
the kid that you're talking about.
Josh Hartnett.
And when did Pearl Harbor come out in the 2000s?
Early 2000s, I think. While I was still in high school. I was still in high school. I think when it was early high school when Pearl Harbor.
Late 2000s. I'll bet late 2000s.
No, because I was still in high school, man, and that was like Ben Affleck kind of getting there, kind of getting big. But yeah, Josh Hartnett played younger to Ben Affleck, if that helps at all.
Yeah, he was his buddy when they were like.
Yeah, you saw the movie for sure, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, so Josh Hartnett, how old's he today?
Farm or whatever.
Well, I should have known better. Dad definitely saw the fucking Pearl Harbor
he knows
movie.
exactly what. Yeah.
All right, what do you got, man?
I'd say probably 38.
You broke up there for a second.
40 or 30?
Was that 40 or 38?
I'll use my lifeline. No, 38.
Dad says 38.
No, you know what? If it came out in the 2000s, he was probably already 20-something. So let's go with 40. Let's go with 42.
42.
4-2.
Dad says. Ryan, what do you got?
That's pretty close, but I'm going to say he's probably... Man, that's really close. 45.
Ryan's going to get it 1 point away. He is 44 today. Happy birthday, Josh.
Oh, see, very close, very close.
Ryan gets it.
I figured 2000s, he has to be in his 20s, when he did it. So
that puts Ryan 143 to Dad's 139. First one of the round. Ryan, avert your eyes.
I'll
we're going to birthday number 2.
Next 2, and we'll tie it up.
Dad, you actually might have a better chance on this guy. Ryan's going to go first either way, but either way, you might have a good chance. He wrote that song, the son to the father, or the father to the son, I should say. I apologize. The Cat's in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon, and just a great song, father to son.
Yeah, that came out during the 70s. I'm guessing. And,
but Ryan takes it first. So
I think Cat Stevens might be like 72.
Let's see, 70s, and he probably was already. Whew, that's a pretty close guess. I'm going to go 71.
Oh, Dad, you should have got one over. He's 74. Ryan gets the point on that one. Happy birthday, Cat Stevens. Okay, moving right along there. Birthday number 3, man. You guys both know him. You both love him. He's been in all sorts of things. Things I loved most that he was in was, obviously he played Jay Sherman in The Critic, the animated show that was on Comedy Central for a very long time. He was on Saturday Night Live back in the day. Little chubby guy. He's actually in a really awesome episode of Tales from the Crypt. Rat Race. He plays a dad that has to go with his wife and kids across country in a minivan to try to get these prizes in Rat Race. Mr. John Lovitz. Happy birthday to you, my man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. John Lovitz.
Yep.
I go first?
Actually, it's Dad's. This is Dad's.
John Lovitz. He's got to be 69.
Do I still have the fucking clip? Hold on. Do I still? No, it's not there anymore.
69.
No, I do.
It.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Dad says 69. Ryan, what do you say?
I was going to say 65 years old.
Ryan was going to say 65 years old. Oh, no. Ryan gets a double bubble. 65 years old.
Really?
Yeah, baby.
John Lovitz is 65 today.
I was trying to compare him to my age. I'll be 62 this year in November, and I'm like...
You have COVID, brain.
Yeah, he's got to be older than I am, but...
Right.
Yeah, and he's been around a while.
Yeah, no, like I said, I was talking about Saturday Night Live. And he's done plenty of other things and tons of movies. He's been.
I used to see him on Saturday Night.
Oh my God, we need to watch one of these nights, Dad. He did one of those airplane style parody movies back in the '90s called High School High, which was supposed to be like Dangerous Minds and what was the one with
LL Cool J and
no, what was the one with Edward James Olmos, Higher Learning? No, not Higher Learning, but either way, it was supposed to be one of those like bad high school movies, but it was a farce. It was kind of like a Naked Gun and kind of like Airplane, and John Lovitz plays a teacher that goes to a hood school, and all the kids are like real violent. But it's kind of like Airplane, so it's just a bunch of stupid jokes. We should find that one. That's an old good one. All right, happy birthday out there to you, man.
Funny.
Sure.
He's very funny.
All right, well, second to last birthday we have for you tonight. The youngest of 3 kids. You definitely know the oldest one. He starred in Home Alone. He starred in Uncle Buck. His name's Macaulay Culkin. His younger brother, Kieran Culkin, definitely awesome. He played an awesome dude, the roommate in Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's definitely his best role. But the youngest one out of the three of them, the youngest of the three brothers, Mr. Rory Culkin. Happy birthday to you, buddy. So Rory Culkin, and this is going to be on Ryan. This is the youngest of the three Culkin. I mean, the Culkins, like, who are our celebrity friends? Think about it.
Well, who are Dave's? You know,
the Culkins. Did I already say the Culkins?
I already said the Culkins. 33.
You're going to say 33.
I was going to say he has to be in his early 30s, I would think.
He's probably my age.
I'll go 32, or no, let's go 34.
34. Didn't matter either way, Dad. Ryan gets the double bubble with 33.
Ooh, shoot,
Good job.
Wow,
he's
dude.
just pulling away.
Wow, he is just wow. I don't know, man. Maybe he's not intimidated by you when you're not directly there staring at him.
I think that's what it is.
That's probably what it is. All right, well, Dad.
So what's the count now?
A lot to a little.
A lot to a little. I'll have to go back and review the tape.
Yeah, it ain't a whole lot to a lot of little.
Well, he got 2 double bubbles, so, you know. And I think you guys each matched 1 point on the other two. So
he was in Scream, I think, like one of the newer Screams.
He looks like fucking Caleb, so it doesn't even matter. All right.
Dude, yes.
Here we go.
He always, yeah.
Here we go. Going on in the last birthday, Dad. I don't know how either of you are going to do on this one. He is one of the sons. He's not Ziggy. But his name is Damien. A happy birthday goes out to Bob Marley's kid, Damian Marley. He's a DJ, I guess, nowadays. That's what he kind of does.
Yeah. Out in the streets, they call it murder. Welcome
so,
to
Dad,
Champion.
one of Bob Marley's kids.
Let's say 38.
38.
I'm going to go 47 years old. Lock it in.
Ryan's going to get it. He is actually 44. Oh, man. Wow. You know what? We're going to blame it on the COVID.
Easy come, easy go.
Hey, you did good the first round. You beat Ryan the first round in episode 52. So, yeah.
Hey, no big deal, man.
Yeah.
I still love you guys. I love you, Jared, Ryan. I'll
how about me, Mike?
I'm going to take you out. I'm going to take you out to your finest steak dinner and play at the finest golf course that money can buy, and have Jeremy GoPro it for this show just as soon as that check arrives in my bank.
Wait, is Jeremy gonna go pro?
Or do I get a GoPro?
Or does he use a GoPro
for the show?
All right.
When that $1 million that I won the other night hits the bank account.
Oh, got it. You're still, yeah, that's definitely coming. So we're definitely going to do all those things with that money. Yes, that's definitely coming.
Shoot, yeah.
All right, cool. Share it. Well, Dad, feel better, man. Thanks for calling.
Yeah,
thanks for letting us call you for the birthdays. We love you, man.
Love you too, guys. Be careful.
All right.
Watch crossing
Send our
the
best
street
to the mom.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Well, that's always nice.
It's so nice to be able to hang out with Dad.
Absolutely.
Even though he's far, but
yeah.
not far from my heart.
We're next up. All right. So we got the third part. Fifth. Yeah, we've already done 4 different parts. This is the 5th installment of the karaoke bracket. We have Crosley on the line. He's been listening throughout the entire celebrity birthdays, as he often does, and I know he probably he hasn't really expressed any hatred towards it yet, but I know it's coming one of these nights. I have a feeling anyway. But he's a great supporter of ours, and we love him, and we're gonna pull him up because he has been very patient with us, and he has the karaoke bracket coming up. Crosley, are you there,
buddy?
Crosley, Mr. Crosley, we apologize once again, but I hope.
I mean, you guys are doing great. I understand. Mike is one of the guys that just kind of holds this entire show together like glue.
Well,
so, I mean,
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I think he's definitely comic relief at a lot of times.
I've been kind of listening back and forth, and I can tell you guys are struggling without him. But it's cute that you guys think you have this all on your own and all that good stuff. So, but either way, guys, as you know, it's night 3 of the karaoke bracket. We had an issue last.
Yeah, well, tell us about what happened. Do you have any further news on what happened with Judge Winston?
Update?
Because He was supposed to, yeah. So guys out there in listener land, Judge Winston.
Now, if you don't mind, I'll tell the story. Judge Winston was supposed to be on last week. He had a little bit of E. coli. Turns out he couldn't help himself when he saw the pickled pig's feet behind the bar. That I've been coming to honeymooners for, oh God, I think I met Sherry here probably 20, 30 years ago. I don't think I've ever seen anyone even touch the jar of pickled pig's feet or ask for one, or it might be the same jar that's been sitting there for 30 years, so I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't think so pickles, I'm familiar with pickled eggs, or like pickled sausages, right? Like the hot sausages, but pickled pig's feet.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the sausages, boys. I mean, that's how the sausage is made, if you know what I'm saying.
All right, yeah. Well, can we get to the point, Crosby?
Yeah. So, either way, he's back tonight. He's feeling better. Everything's fine. I had to pay his tab, so they'd let him go home. He pumped his stomach. Everything was fine. I think he's coming on. He's going to sing his song here shortly, and he's going to go on. And then later on tonight, we're going to have. You guys, I'm sure you guys have heard of John Flannery.
Yeah, actually, we're actually pretty close with John Flannery. He comes on quite a bit.
He's opened a lot of doors.
Yeah,
for us.
and he actually announced us when we did the awards thing.
I know that.
All right, yeah, okay. So anyway, without further ado, you have.
Like I said, I have Judge Ronald Winston coming up here, karaoke time. Without further ado, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to him. You guys are going to love this guy. Here we go. Thank you. Uptown got his hustlers, and the Bowery got his bum. But the 42nd Street got Jim Walker. He's a full shoot son of a gun. Yeah, he's a big dumb man, a man can't come, but he's stronger than a house. And with the bad folks all together at night, they call him Big Jim Boss, just because. Oh, you gotta say they're around Superman's cape. Oh, yeah. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off, the ranger, and you don't mess around in Jim.
Oh, he's got that part. That's for sure. He's got that part.
I'm a fool shooting boy. My name is Will McCoy, but down and they call me Slim On. I'm a looking for the king and the 42nd Street. He dressed up top Cadillac. And last week he took my all money and the sound on the ball. Don't come to my back and everybody say Jack. Oh, you don't call on Superman's cape. You don't spin into the wind. You don't pull the mask off and over the ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. He's really good at that part. He's really good at that. I love that part. Over the pool room when Jim came bopping over the street. And when the cutting was done, the only part that was bloody was the soles of the big man's feet. And he was cut about 100 places he was shot in a couple of bones. And you better believe they saw a different kind of story when Big Jim hit the floor. And they say, don't turn on Superman's cape. Yeah, don't do it. Oh, well, now, baby. The man comes in over the ranger and you don't run around with Slim. Yeah, Big Jim got his hat, find out where it's at.
Wow. Just wow.
I want a piece of the cusp pork you don't duck on Superman's cape. Hey, you don't spin into the wind. You don't pull the mask off and over the ranger, and you don't mess around with Slim. Oh, you don't, motherfuckers. It's been a long time. It's been quite a long time since I've done that song. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, baby, yeah. That's Judge Winston, guys. What'd you guys think about him there?
What'd you guys think about that?
Started strong.
I think he started strong. Yeah,
Started strong.
Yeah, that was an interesting song choice for him. You don't mess around with Jim. I mean,
yeah, I can see where he was coming from. Yeah,
wasn't it Jim Croce Law? Or Jim Crow law. Okay, I'm thinking of never
Jim
mind.
Crow
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Jim Crow, you fucking ignoramus.
All right, Crosley, don't be mean.
It wasn't bad.
I think it wasn't bad.
I don't know if he's gonna go.
I think he's just out there. It sounded like a type of guy. Not everyone's out there to be a singer, and they just like maybe getting a little bit of attention on stage for a second. And I think that's what I think that's what I got off that performance.
That's what I got out of it too. Yeah,
I can't disagree with that. I think it remains to be seen, but I'm wondering what Flannery might do.
And it's one of those things too. I mean, you got to rub shoulders with the judge every once in a while. So if you want, if he wants to get one,
So, all right, well, Crosley, if that won't be all for now.
Yeah, you guys keep you're doing great there on 53. I'm proud of you guys. I'm surprised one of you haven't fallen over yet by now, but keep it up, and I'll give you guys a call later on the show.
All right, well, that sounds good, Crosley. We'll talk to you then, man. Guys, that was Mr. Crosley. Thank you so much for calling in, bud. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first part of the karaoke bracket for tonight.
Okay.
That was Judge Ronald Winston singing Don't Mess Around with Jim by Jim Croce.
Maybe a couple old fashions.
He sound like, well, I think he's probably like a gin guy.
Yeah,
I would think
Gimlet maybe.
I'd be willing to bet. I'll text Crosley and see. I'll go smell his drink.
Maybe we need to buy him a shot.
Go smell his drink real quick. See what's up. All right, guys. Well, this is They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra. We're gonna take a quick little break. Episode 53. Don't go anywhere. Ryan, what do you say?
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. We'll see you. Bye bye. One's for you out there.
For everyone we love.
69, dudes!
I should have grabbed another one there. Oh, man. I just realized I was basically at the last sip there. I got like a little bit of the spittoon at the bottom, the backwash, if you will. I still got a little bit of the backwash, but basically I should have grabbed another one for a minute.
I can keep them entertained for 5
No,
seconds.
I'm a responsible drinker, and we also got to walk down to Angelo's after this and get a slice of pizza, so I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live from Tiger Kennel A. Episode 53, I apologize. And Dad, like I said, is not with us tonight because of COVID, but we're going to have a great episode 54 coming up next week in the Tiger Cage. Ryan will be back from his golf trip. So, and like I said, I want a diary of everything you drink. I just want to know the drinks. I don't care. I mean, I want the stories too. But
you want a log of...
More than the stories, I just want a full log of all the drinks.
Day 1, 48 beers, taken down.
No because when we went to Nashville, I definitely drank circles around you and Dad, I think, a little bit. And stayed up later. So I just want to know what you're capable when I'm not around.
Ooh, yeah, and we need to get the cart girls, get a receipt. Get a receipt when we're like.
Oh yeah, I mean for a write off too, if anything, and if go get a good TikTok out there, while you're out there, if you would. And speaking of all that, make sure you go out and find our TikTok. We have a TikTok. Ryan's still doing it a little bit here and there. He's gonna get back on it, I promise.
Of course.
But the Breeze on TikTok, They Call Us the Breeze, and make sure you're liking our page, Facebook. They Call Us the Breeze, and our sister podcast, Is This Football? ? And then, of course, make sure you're just subscribing in general to the Tiger Cage media page on YouTube. Episode 53, man, we had some celebrity birthdays. Dad beat you in episode 52. Like we said, doubleheader here. Ryan definitely came back hot with a couple double bubbles and another 2 points over Dad's 1 point. So Ryan definitely... We'll see where the ball lies after that. But great job anyway, Dad. And I hope you're feeling good out there. And Mom, I hope you feel better. But, segment 3 here of episode 53, we were going to do this with Dad, so it's a little bit shortened of a segment because one person is not here to talk about their favorites. But we said, like we promised, 3 film characters you would love to be. Now, this doesn't necessarily need to be movies or TV. It's either or. And hell, I mean, if you want to get into it, you can go cartoon with it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, Ryan's pulling up his notes. Apparently, he can't keep 3 names in his mind.
I have them.
All right, he's got them. All right, so we're good to go. Well, my first 3. We'll go tit for tat. How about that? Tit for tat. How about that?
Yeah.
I know it rhymes. My first one, not necessarily the cartoon, which is where he originated, but definitely when Macaulay Culkin played him as Richie Rich. That's going to be my first pick because, well, I mean, a McDonald's right there in the middle of your house. When I went, Mom took us to see the movie there. We went, it was a Saturday night, one of those fun things where we all went. We actually got the popcorn and the candy and everything. It was a big outing. We went and saw the Richie Rich movie with Macaulay Culkin. And he had a McDonald's in the house. That was the first thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about the exterior of the place. You've got basketball courts, mini golf, go-karts. You had everything. What did they have, like remote control helicopters, or am I thinking
helicopters? I think they had the thing where you can they had a lake at one point where you can jump off and
do the bouncy thing. I think they had the Velcro wall. Or am I thinking of Blank Check? God, I might just be mixing up Blank Check. All right, so oh God, am I allowed to do this? I might just be pulling. I'm gonna pull a rug out from the Richie Rich thing because the McDonald's is not substantial enough. I'm gonna flip the script right here live, Ryan, if I may. I'm gonna go Preston Waters with it
Mr.
from
Macintosh.
Blank Check. From Blank Check, Disney's Pride. I was not planning on doing this, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to go Preston Waters from Blank Check, Disney's Blank Check,
Hot take.
where the kid, the young kid, he's out riding his bike like an asshole in the middle of a parking lot, and he gets backed into by a guy who's very rich and owns a company. This is not the guy's fault. The kid was being a dickhead, but, we didn't think about it back then. It's a kid's movie. It's Disney. The guy frantically panics and tries to write the kid a check for his bike, but leaves the details off. The kid has a Mac. Oh gosh, if you go back, it looks like he's got a Macintosh, a Mac 2.
Oh yeah,
or a Apple 2, the Apple 2, and he's got a printer to go with it. So he somehow gets this check into the printer and prints this amount on there and prints a signature. And the kid is an overnight millionaire, smart kid. He rips the system as if he knew the guy he was ripping off was going to have this kind of money in his bank account. Starts spending all sorts of money. Super dream movie. So that's going to be my first pick, man. He had the water slide. The best part about that so we were talking about the Velcro wall that he jumps off of and sticks upside down, and he lands on that. He had the go-kart race. He had the huge bowls of ice cream. I mean, in his fucking house, like his main dining room, living room area, it was like cathedral. It was huge. He had a wall of like 15 TVs, huge TVs, which back then, let's be fair, this is early 90s. We're talking probably 45 inchers.
Yeah, probably in their stacks.
Just stacks of 45 inchers that looked real good. And he had that gaming chair that he sat in while he had the VR headset, which probably could have been a thing at that point, but very expensive. We wouldn't have known about that as a general public, I don't think, at that point.
Yeah, definitely not.
The best part was the water slide that went from his bedroom, and it was a quick escape, which was later on utilized when the bad guys were chasing him, and he had, Mr. Macintosh, that's going to be my number one answer, man. And thank you for allowing me to pivot on that. I appreciate that.
I mean, I saw where you're going with that one. Yeah, and it was a proper pivot.
And I think if anything else, it was it covers a little ground since Dad's not here. What about your first one? What's your first
one?
Pick,
kind of around the same era, if you would.
So like early 90s, mid 90s.
Charlie Conway.
Oh, Mighty Ducks, man.
Mighty Ducks, man, dude. It for a few reasons.
Number? What was his number?
I think it was 96 or 98.
No, 96 sounds. 96
I think it's 96, and a couple of reasons. One, he was the leader. Either
captain of the team,
and he did not want it, or either if he knew it or not, he was going to be a leader. And Emilio one was the Mighty Duck man, and he established the C for Charlie. But then also he was just a guy that liked to cut loose a little bit. You remember when they go to the theme park, him and his buddy Fuller, and they skip school and they go there and stuff. And I was like,
"This is me in grade 9, baby." Yeah, this is me in grade 9. I think it
blends. I'm gonna go ahead and blend a little bit like you did. Let's take a little paint here and let's do a little shade.
Well, how about this?
Because that was right around when I started to figure out Dawson's Creek.
Oh,
so
yeah,
Joshua
Pacey.
Jackson
Yeah,
and Pacey.
yeah.
I think it was just Joshua Jackson.
Well, what movie was it where he like got hurt, or he didn't get hurt, or they got like somebody to come in and he took a step back to take on an assistant coaching
Varsity
role?
Blues with James Vanderbeek. And,
No. I'm talking about when he
in Mighty Ducks.
in Mighty Ducks. Was it the second one or the third one where
they go to like Ivy League school?
Somebody, is it the third one? Well, I know the third one. The second one's they go to the Olympics. The third one is the one where they go to the Ivy League, like college, and they're the Pee Wee team, and then they have the varsity team, and they're trying to beat the varsity team.
I think that is it.
But
I think he ends up becoming.
Does it become like an assistant coach at that point because like somebody joins the team that can help win, and
and
it's too many men on
like
the roster.
Captain. Yeah.
So he sits out to be a fucking coach, and he's just got a clipboard. Yep. I gotta watch the other two of those. I mean, the second one's great. The second one, I mean, God bless it, and I love your pick for that because I don't think we've talked enough about Mighty Ducks on this podcast. You can never talk enough about Mighty Ducks.
No, you can't. We can have a podcast dedicated to Mighty Ducks.
But I'm glad you talk about that because the second one, they're the Olympic USA Olympic hockey team.
Oh yeah,
and they're all like they're all like high schoolers.
What's the sports company? They come in and they just like totally steer Emilio like away, and he very commercial, something sports.
I mean that movie's got a lot of drama, a lot of subplots, a lot of well written. Well, hey, that's a hell of a second pick, man. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, Emilio.
Your pick?
Oh wow, I don't know how I can follow that up, but my second pick would probably have to be, like I said, it was Richie Rich, but it quickly became Preston Waters. Preston Waters, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's his name. My second one is going to be from a very good movie of mine. One of my favorite movies of all time. I can quote it literally every word. It's actually pretty annoying to watch it with me. That Thing You Do. Tom Hanks' directorial debut. Great movie. It's basically, if you've never seen That Thing You Do, ! If you've never seen it, go out there and watch it. It's basically a movie that's set right around 64, 65, just as the Beatles are starting to explode. It's a band, a small group of guys from Erie, PA. And in the movie, the original drummer of the band hurts himself. He breaks his arm. And they go to get their friend that they know, that they've heard has played a little bit of drums here and there. And they go ask him, hey, can you come fill in? Because our asshole drummer broke his arm. Can you just come fill in for like this talent show? And then whatever. And he's like, yeah, man, whatever. It'll cost you 2 clock radios. You got to go watch the movie. So Guy Patterson literally steps into this situation, starts playing. They kill it at the talent show. They write a fucking hit song that he just kind of joins in on. They lay it down on vinyl, and then the next thing you know, these boys are picked up a la sort of like the Beatles, and they're all over the country. They're playing fair tours. They're going on the talk shows. They just boom, if you've never seen the movie. And I would love to be the drummer of that band that just kind of like walked into the band and saved the fucking day and had a quick little ride. But at the end of the movie, when they let, spoiler alert out there, turn it down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They eventually break up at the end of the movie, but then they go on to talk about what they do after the movie. And he's still a record producer. He lives in Santa Monica, California. He's got a beautiful wife, 3 kids. Faye. Yes. Thank you. Liv Tyler, Faye. Exactly. So, I mean, not a fucking bad way to end that story.
If you guys haven't seen it, I could literally spend the rest of my 2 picks with other characters in that movie.
Yeah. Just go watch it. But Ryan, what's your second? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking William
from
Almost Famous.
Almost Famous. Yeah.
I mean,
dude.
that is a fly on the wall. If you've ever been a listener, okay, first off, Almost Famous. If you've never seen it, just like Jeremy
Mom
was saying,
took me to see it in theater.
You need to go see it. But it's about a kid that basically follows a Rolling Stone magazine fictitiously. It's about Cameron Crowe, who does the whole movie.
Is it not about Cameron Crowe basically following around Led Zeppelin?
Yes, that's what we've come to believe, and everyone's, and
not just us. That's the general.
That's the consensus, and it's like that's a movie where if you ever just I don't know. You're like, imagine when you're in high school and you're like, oh man, I'd really love to do this right now, and you fantasize about it, and that actually happens, and you get picked up for about a month or so, and just you're able to do that,
yanked
and
out
you're
of
able
all
to
your,
see it. You know, you're able to see it to know if that's really what you want or if not. But like, you absolutely get fully immersed.
Basically, it's a movie about the best internship
Ever.
Paid internship ever.
And yeah, they follow around.
The best part is when he's doing when the guy from Rolling Stone magazine calls him to check up on him.
Hello.
And his mom gets on the phone and she's like, "Hey honey, I need you to do that thing with the garbage disposal to fix it." And he thinks William is older. He's not just a high school kid, so he's like, I know, yeah, exactly.
I know how it is when I don't get to it.
I know how my lady doesn't. You know, when I don't hop to it, I know how my lady gets. And he's like, "You better go fix that." And he's like, "Oh yeah, cool." And he's trying to be an older kid. That was clever, and he got into it. And that's a great fucking pick, dude, because that's a good ass movie, just in and of itself, almost famous.
Yeah, I mean, everyone should kind of have like. I still watch that because it's like you still need to have that open curiosity that William had, in that like it reverts you back to like open your eyes.
Yeah,
that's one of those picks.
Well, that's why I watch That Thing You Do still to this day, because it makes me still have a dream that I want to fight for. Did you know that who is Penny Lane, played by what was her name? What was the actress's name? Kate.
Hudson.
Kate Hudson. You know who she is, daughter of, right?
Definitely Kurt Russell and Heidi.
Nope. Kurt Russell and
Goldie Hawn.
Yes, correct. Very good, Ryan. Very good. All right, so that's a good second pick.
Bonus shot.
All right, my third pick. This is not, and I told Ryan, I said, for better or worse when you pick these three. This one is definitely a worse in my case, but I love the guy, and I think if I'm going to be honest, it's not about like who do I want to be, but this one's more a little bit about like who I might kind of be, who I laugh a little bit too hard when I watch them, and not so much in some things, but in a lot of other things, you kind of go, I see a little bit of myself in that character, and it's not a good thing. Dennis Reynolds from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Now, I know that's a hot take, but, sometimes, I mean, when I drive...
But there is no other character that I could relate you to.
When I drive, oh, my Lord, literally, I will, you stupid bitch, oh, you dumb bitch, and I will honk the horn, and I will get so upset, and it's my Dennis Reynolds, my inner Dennis Reynolds coming out,
yes.
And, not for naught, and I mean, I just... His character is
so close.
He's misogynistic, which I am not really that. He's narcissistic, which I guess you could say I'm kind of that. I have 2 fucking podcasts, by the way, so that's a pretty good indicator right there. But for the most part, it's just his overall, like, he's got like, he tries to be proper and he tries to be like
very high up.
He tries to make sure he's not one of the people that are just mouth breathing and just dumb and just, trudging around the earth and taking up space. He tries his best, but because of how hard he tries, he ends up becoming just kind of a little bit of a bad person because he just gets so angry with everything else that's going on around him, and that causes him to just snap really easily. And the best part about Dennis was I mean, the only part, this is a weird thing to do, but, the part I love the most about Dennis is the Dennis system, okay? And
yeah.
And that, if you've never watched the show, he's a sociopath, and he has a problem. He's a womanizer. Now, I am not a womanizer, but in one occasion in my life, I was dating a girl for a little bit, and things were not working out for one reason or another. It had nothing to do with me being an asshole or her being a bitch. I'm sorry, Ryan, but had nothing. It was just, it wasn't working out. Her friend gave her, and she had never seen Always Sunny. Her friend gave her the advice. She goes, "He's Dennising you." And she goes, "What?" And he goes, No, he's doing the dentist system on you. Have you ever seen Always Sunny? And she's like, I mean, I've seen like a little bit. I don't watch it. She's like, go watch YouTube dentist system. He's literally dentist systeming you. Now, I have never consciously dentist system anyone, but I do know what the dentist system stands for. Dentist. It's D, demonstrate value. E, engage physically. N, nurture dependence. N, neglect emotionally. I, inspire hope, and that's where you come back. After you've neglected emotionally,
but my favorite,
you come back in with a couple texts that say, hey, I was wrong. I apologize. That's inspire hope. And then the last step is S, separate entirely. I have never done this before in my entire life, I promise you. But one of her friends said, he's fucking dentising you. And she looked it up and she texted me. She said, you're fucking dentising me.
And you're like, by the way, thank you for the compliment. Yeah, I bet that was pretty. You're like, wait,
it was awkward as it was satisfying. I'm not gonna lie, but I am not that type of guy, and I don't do that sort of thing.
We don't get
we weren't getting along, and one person was trying to paint me as Dennis Reynolds. But that is my final answer on the third character whom I either love or think I'm like or want to be like, and unfortunately, that's more of a I think I'm just kind of impatient and that guy. Sorry, that was a deep cut. Ooh,
no, that was good.
Wow.
That was good. That was really good.
Oh, my God. Oh, wow. Thanks, Doc. I appreciate that. We're on the couch of trust. Ryan, it's your third one.
Mine is Dennis Reynolds.
That's correct.
There is a man.
Oh, I already know this
man. I think
some wouldn't say a hero.
Some would say a hero, but there is a man. I would love to be Jeffrey Lebowski, not the millionaire. Of course, I would not want to be the millionaire, but I mean Jeffrey Lebowski.
Am I wrong?
The dude, El
Duderino,
depending on
your dudeness, if you're into the whole brevity thing.
I mean, geez, Louise, he had it figured out. I mean, really.
When the opening scene, the opening scene of that fucking movie, when he just drinks out of the half and half carton right there in the fucking grocery store. He's watching Ronald Reagan. He writes a check for what, 89 cents. Will not
stand. Yeah, they're like
he's watching a clip of Ronald Reagan behind the counter of the Piggly Wiggly grocery store, and then he signs a check for like 89 cents for half and half. Like, I mean, come on.
I mean,
and then the rest of the movie just goes from there. Wow.
How like he gets in this scenario for like a month of his life. I don't know, but it's just like, and he's worse off. Like
I was thinking maybe you just
he has no car. His buddy died, and like
Donnie dies.
Changed, dude.
Yeah, maybe you could pay me in cash. I'm worried I'm gonna get put in a whole another tax bracket. I mean, never mind. If you got a check already made out, that's cool
Walter
too.
Sobchak. I mean,
Sobchak secure. Every time you watch that movie. We're talking about The Big Lebowski, by the way, out there. If you haven't already figured it out. Every time you watch that movie, you always find something new. Every single time. I until like the last 2 times ago that I watched the movie, when he picks Walter up at that strip mall, right behind him in the neons is Sobchak security. Like I didn't catch that for the first 20 times I watched the movie, but he picks him up outside.
Why would he not have like a little like
Walter's store, Sobchak security? I mean, Jesus.
I got a good deal. I got a good deal on the whole land. Like it's like I got a good deal.
But he doesn't seem like the type of guy who is smart enough or responsible enough to like run a business.
Cynthia bought it for him
to like run a business. Yeah, Cynthia probably bought him with the once she got the Pomeranian and the money, she got him the business front, the storefront. That's a good idea. That's a good now we're deep diving into fan fiction Lebowski. Well, that's a very good third pick, man. That's a very good
thank you.
pick.
I think these were all really, really good.
Maybe
picks.
when Dad comes back on next week, we just briefly ask him what his 3 are. What do you think?
I think so.
Maybe. We'll see. All right, guys. Well, this is They Call Us the Breeze, episode 53. Thank you so much for listening so far. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We got one more segment left and one more segment of the karaoke bracket, so don't go anywhere. Ryan, what do you say?
Sit tight. We'll be right back.
All right. We'll see you. Catch ya. Well, hey, how are you guys? Welcome back to episode 53 of They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from Tiger Kennel A. Still trudging along. We got one last segment for you guys. In case you're just tuning in or you're only listening to episode 53, go back and listen to episode 52. It's kind of a two-parter. We're both back-to-back here. We did a double-header today.
Yep.
Dad was in the tiger cage, locked down, quarantine because he caught COVID. So
we had to put him down.
Yeah, and because Ryan's going out of town next week for the golf trip, we had to basically double up on our own tonight. But Dad called in for celebrity birthdays, and he did pretty good on the first episode 52. But if you listen to episode 53, not so great. Yeah. But thank you guys so much for listening out there in listener land. Got one final segment for you. Like we said, we just talked about our 3 characters in film that we would be or that we think we are, and that was quite entertaining. But we have one last segment left, and Crosley's been hanging on the line, and he promises us he's going to fire us unless we can get our shit together.
Supposedly, I guess.
Allegedly. But if we don't get Crosley on, he gets kind of cranky, and he's got one last guy for his karaoke challenge or karaoke bracket is what he's calling it tonight. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think we get the pleasure of hearing
who?
John Flannery.
Our boy John
Flannery is going to be on, and he's actually a huge fan of the Breeze. He does the Flannery Report every Tuesday night. But I think we're going to actually have him in studio here shortly. I'm not sure about that, but he's called up before, and he definitely hosted. When they had to cut our show off short for the trial, he was the guy that held the glue all together. So we thank him for that, even though we had no control over it. But John Flannery, pretty good guy, good guy,
real good guy,
good guy, I think. Without further ado, I think we have Flannery coming on here. So why don't we just quit beating around the bush, because I'm sure he's pretty tired of waiting on us. Not Flannery, Crosley. Mr. Crosley, hello, are you there?
Well, it's about fucking time, guys.
Sorry, man.
Christ.
Yeah, sorry, man. We're like I said, we've been trying our best to try to do 2 episodes.
I know. I've been here for the whole time. Oh God, I'm probably on my
Wait, so you
how many
been camping at a table?
Well, no, how many mudslideritas have you had?
You know exactly about the mudslideritas. I talked about them last time. So they do the mudslideritas, which is just what you would think it is a mudslide, and it's mixed with a floater of tequila and then a floater of grandma, and it's already got about a 2-ounce shot of rum in it, and
Well, it sounds like you're feeling pretty
how many
good.
have you had?
I've done. Well, they do the 2-for-1, and I've been pacing myself. I said I'd only do 4 for the first show.
You got your flingers though?
2 between. Well, I get the wacky burger, but the kitchen closed before I could figure out food. So.
I know that move, man. I've been there, dude. Yeah, we're trying to get out of here early so we can go to Angelo's and get our food.
What I got over there?
It probably doesn't matter. You're probably way too far to get over there.
You let me decide. Where is it?
Well, it's downtown, St. Pete.
All right, well, maybe I'll see you guys there. But,
okay.
Either way, I've had about, I think, 1, 2,
3,
7 mudslideritas. I think I'm 7 mudslideritas. Well, I got my last one for my BOGO. So, and I've already paid the tab, but I just had to come out here. We got to introduce our last guy for the bracket tonight. I'm very excited. You guys know him. You guys are real good friends with him. You guys know John Flannery.
Yeah, we're very, very familiar with John Flannery. Good friend of ours, good friend of the show.
I love
John.
Well,
I figured, it'd be a nice way to end the show tonight. Have him on, and he's patiently waiting in the wings. And, oh, God. And, is it too late for the wacky burger? Oh, yeah, no. I already forgot they already closed the kitchen. But,
oh, gosh.
All right, Flannery, do you want us to do this
maybe
another
Uber
night?
Uber you something or
no,
something?
It's not
Uber
on me
Eats?
right now. I'm not singing anymore tonight. It's just, it's Flannery now, so I guess we'll probably just turn it over to him.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea, man. Let's turn it over to him.
It sounds like you need to get something to eat.
Yeah, give them the signal, whatever signal you get.
All right, I'll give them the signal. Here we go.
All right, he's going to give him the signal.
All right.
Jesus, man, he sounds...
Can't wait to hear this one again.
Fucking
Can't wait
bombed.
to hear something like this.
He sounds bomb, dude. I don't even know.
Engines pumping. In time, the green light flashes. The flags go up, churning and burning. They yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and march up a rank. Fuel running fast on an empty tank. Reckless and wild, they pour through the turns. The power is potent and secretly stern. They span through the finish and flags go down. The fans get up and they get out of town. The arena is empty except for one man still driving and striding as fast as he can. The sun has gone down, the moon has come up, and long ago somebody left with the cup. But he's driving and striding and hugging the turns and thinking of someone for whom he still burns. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone in a time of need. Because he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and fighting and riding on his horse. He's going the distance. Yeah.
I can't believe this. This guy's really doing it.
He's doing Cake.
I love Cake, dude. Cake's an awesome band.
I love it too.
Would you guys shut up? Here he goes. No trophy, no flowers, no boat, no wine. He's haunted by something that he can't define. Barrel-shaking earthquakes of doubt and remorse assail him and impale him with monster truck force. In his mind, he's still driving and still making a grade. She's hoping in time that her memories will fade, because he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and biting and riding on the horse. The sun has gone down and the moon has come up. And long ago, somebody left with the cup, but he's driving and striding and hugging the turns and thinking of someone for whom he still burns. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. She's all alone in a time of need. Because he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. He's fighting and biting and riding on his horse. He's racing and pacing and plotting the course, and he's fighting and he's fighting and he's riding on his horse, and he's going the distance. He's going for speed. He's going the distance. Hey. Yeah. All right. Oh, no. Oh, hey, yeah. All right. Oh, no. All right, he's going the distance. He's going for speed. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Thank you guys so much. John Flannery here. I mean,
I
don't know what you got. That was pretty good. I'm not sure. Wow, that's a tough call tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna have to poll the audience individually on that one.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know either. Hey.
Crosley, for once, you have stumped me, and I'm not sure if Winston gets it or if Flannery gets it.
That's exactly my dilemma right now. Oh, God. I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my car, get out my pen, get out my pencil, get on my notepad, just draw a little smiley face, head over to Checkers, get a 2-for-1, go home, eat them, pass out, watch some Bob's Burgers, and then I think I'll wake up tomorrow, I'll review, I'll figure out exactly who I think the winner is, and you'll be hearing from.
Yes, I'm sure we'll be hearing from.
I bet.
Well, Crosley, thank you so much for calling in tonight. Great karaoke bracket per usual. Can't wait to see who our last two matchups. Who are our last two matchups, by the way, for the final first round?
We are having some difficulties. First off, we have some COVID issues going on. Secondly, one of the people we thought was going to be in there, turns out he's from a different country. He doesn't have a green card yet, so we had to ixnay that. So we're not really entirely sure who's going to be on yet. We're struggling through that. But as we know, we have about 2 weeks to figure that out, as of tonight.
You're right.
That's a good reason.
As we're taping the show, you're right.
Good.
All right, well, Crosley, if there won't be anything else, man?
No, I think that's about it, boys. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Well, good night, Mr. Crosley.
Good night, Mr. Crosley.
All right, we'll see you, boys. Bye-bye.
All right, well, that was Crosley. Wow. Good karaoke bracket. Flannery Going the Distance. We had Judge Winston doing... What song did he sing? I can't even remember anymore. All this karaoke blending together. He sang... Jim Croce.
Yeah,
Don't mess around with Jim.
Yeah, that's right.
That's gonna be a tough one. That's gonna be a tough call. I'm gonna leave that in Mr. Crosley's hands. He's gonna pull the audience, like he said. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I can't believe it. We did it, man.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Episode 53 and 52 in the bag for that matter. We're going to go to Angelo's, get ourselves some food.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys for listening out there in listener land.
Thank you so much.
Wow, we're exhausted. We'll see you guys next week. Don't go anywhere. Ryan, what do you say?
Steak sandwich, maybe. I don't know. Philly.
All right, guys. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. We love you.
Love
Bye.
you. Catch up.